fresh off the Yellow Jackets win over Radford in the season opener. We'll let Coach do an opening statement, and then we'll go to questions. If you could, before your question, just introduce your name and your outlet, just so they can get familiar with you. All right, Coach.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, thank you guys for being here. Obviously, really proud of our group. I mean, first of all, let's talk about the crowd. I mean, that's, I think as players and coaches, this is a kind of environment that you love to play in. Just the energy, and I thought our team did a good job of feeding off this energy. One of the things we've talked about a lot as a program is we really wanted to hang our hats on our defense and our rebounding, and I think you guys saw that today, that this team really came in locked in. I mean, holding a team scoreless, or 0 for 12 in that second quarter. And then more impressively is I thought we stayed consistent with it throughout the game. We didn't let up on that end of the basketball. And again, from a rebounding standpoint, when you're getting this many, you're getting 51 rebounds, and we got a lot on the offensive rebounds as well, and then also limiting them to only 2 second chance points. So I think that's a lot about what we have to be. But again, the sharing of the basketball is something that we've been talking about constantly, and as a coach, when you can start to see 24 assists on 28 made baskets, you're playing the game the right way, and that is a very unselfish basketball. And again, so impressed with our bench today. When you get 41 points off your bench, you're gonna have a lot of success. So I was really proud of them and the energy they brought to our team when they came in.
Rod McKenzie, 247 Sports. The game started out a little slow, maybe a little bit of nerves as far as the offense and so forth. Inez got you going, and then from there it was, like you said, the defense took over. What did you see from your offense today as far as shooting?
Yeah, I think, when you get this first game, it's the one thing, at least Radford had a game under their belt a little bit, and for us coming out in that first quarter, we just had to get our rhythm and get our feet wet. But I do think our defense really helped us in that, and that's what you expect from your senior, right? Someone like Inez, she's played a lot of minutes here. She's always a very calm factor. But like I said, I thought we wanted to dominate in the paint, and I thought we did a good job. Like, I can't speak enough about Talayah. Like, her energy when she came in, she was just relentless in getting to the basket and getting to the foul line. And that sets the tone. When somebody's just their will to get to the basket, she was able to do that for us, and I think it feeds confidence into everybody else.
Hey, Karen, Chad from the AJC. Just your emotions getting win number 1 here at Tech.
Yeah, this is special, right? This is, your first time as a head coach here at Georgia Tech to get this win, and, it's like what I just shared with the team. I mean, this is a group that's believed in me, right? They came here, and those that stayed, so for me, that's really a special moment to be able to share that with them, and then just the way that they played and the way that they performed today. So for me, this is, it will stick with me, like the first one's always a special one, and I'm so grateful that I got to do it with this group.
Alex Fair with Georgia Tech on 3 and Rivals. Talayah, Coach talked about the energy in the building with all the kids here. As you guys said, get how fun of an environment was that to play in with so much noise, and kids were really into it, seemed like.
Yeah, it was very fun to play. Early games, everybody might start off a little slow, but the kids and the fans definitely helped with that energy, so it just made it more fun to play, and we had to play for them since they brought all that energy, so it's only right that we bring it back and give them a great show.
Talayah, give us a little idea of how you ended up here at Georgia Tech, first of all, and secondly, what should we know about your game?
Okay, well, many people might not know this, but I've known KB for a while. She started recruiting me when I was a sophomore in high school. I ended up committing to Penn State, going there my first year, and then got in the transfer portal, and she reached out, and it just seemed like fate, honestly. So I wanted to come here and play for her. I've heard so many great things about her, and the way she just lets everybody be themselves and play freely is just amazing, and it's easy to play for her. It makes us want to play harder for her, just knowing having a coach that believes in you and wants you to succeed. Everybody individually, not just some certain people. She wants everybody to be successful, and it's just so great to play for her, honestly.
Looking at the stat sheet, Coach, seemed like there was, pretty evenly distributed stats. Is that kind of what you envision for this team, to have, up and down the score sheet, a lot of contributions from different girls?
I would absolutely love for our bench to come in and give us 41 points every game. You know what? Actually, it's kind of how it is. Like, you know, this starting group, they have really been able to gel offensively and defensively, which we've seen in practice. And you know, and I don't know if it'll just be this full unit, but what you see is what we come off our bench is we all of a sudden bring in a lot of speed and this defensive prowess that they just have. And so for a coach, that's fun, right? Like you have different lineups that we're going to be able to play, you know, getting into it. So what it looks like in the future, this is, you know, getting in November, I think this is what we're trying to figure out is what are these lineups, what are these matchups, and really trying to hone in on what the identity is going to be for our group.
Turnage is a girl that really, I think she was one of the ones that got you going too. I mean, she got every loose ball, got the ball up court, you know, and led to some easy shots, and she brought a lot of fight to the team.
Yeah, the one thing you know about Brianna is that is what she does every single day for our program. She is nothing but energy, heart, and hustle. You know, like that's what she brings. And you may look at the stats and you can see the rebounding and, you know, 11 rebounds, you know, that's going to be very consistent for Brianna. Like that's what she does. But it's those intangibles that you're talking about, the defensive stops, talking on defense, you know, like she's just always so locked in. And so she's invaluable. Like that's what I said, on the defensive end, and then on the offensive end, she creates those extra opportunities for us.
I guess talking about the offense, it seemed like y'all kind of got going a little bit more in the second half. What allowed y'all to do that? Just kind of more patient on offense? You get better looks? What kind of allowed that?
I think we finally got into our transition game. You know, I think in that first half we were not quite playing at the pace that we want to be able to play at. We were playing more of a half-court game, and then I think you saw in that second half we were able to get into that press early, be able to get some steals. But really we were just we wanted to get out in transition, you know, and play less of a half-court game. And so I think that's the difference. And then once the momentum, you know, started building, you know, then the shots started to fall. But I thought also our defense was able to create those D to O points, and we were able to convert them.
Your post players are going to have to be a big part of the success of your team. As the game went on, both girls, Talayah and Ari, really, you know, got into the flow of the game. It seemed like got a little more comfortable. When you look at, you know, close to 20 rebounds between them, close to 20 points. I mean, that's if you can get that every night, I imagine you'll be pretty happy.
Yeah, I mean, our post play has been phenomenal for us this preseason. I mean, you like you said, I mean, you have Ari that comes in, and then Talayah. Well, like you talk about just having two low post scoring options, and Talayah just plays with a different kind of physicality. And I mean, she's just relentless on the boards. And so then you kind of add in that with the athleticism of Snoop and Jada, and it's a really good combo, you know, of those four post players that we have.
Any more questions? All right. Thank you.
You did great, Talayah.
Thank you.